the Trump regime, or Trump himself, is in panic mode. Um, he's a bully, and his thing has been my way or the highway. He has bullied people through threats, lawsuits, not paying people. By the way, quick note: the company that knocked down the East Wing of the White House hasn't gotten paid. Get what you FAFO. But and threats and everything. Those things have been his par for course for decades, even in New York City. So I know only idiots did business with him in New York City. Now Trump does not understand, and still in its reports says he had told the Republicans, "Don't worry about it. The Democrats will cave in 10 days." The Democrats haven't caved. And then the election came. Now they're really set in stone what they're going to do. Yesterday, Chuck Schumer laid out what the Democrats want. Well, 1 year extension of the ACA subsidies, and then we'll talk about the rest, and we'll open the government. And they said no. John Thune said no. That's not a talking point. I'm not even going to bring that to the floor and put to the floor the CR they've been voting on over and over and over again. And Democrats are saying no. They keep doing it thinking that eventually, if they get rid of SNAP, they close the airports, that Democrats will cave. Because honestly, Republicans don't care about Americans' pains. And when they bring up it's about the ACA wanting to negotiate to Trump, Trump's point is that's not my problem that the Obamacare went up, is going to go up 18 to 19%. Obama did that. That's not on me. Obamacare is disastrous. Why are you blaming me? All right, if it goes up. Because, dude, you are the president. And like a quarterback in football, it might not be all your fault, but it ends up being your fault. So, yeah, but also it's going up to 250, 200% because you're cutting the subsidies that are in the system because you want to kill the ACA, or because it was created by Barack Obama, your head, always in your head, you want to kill it regardless. Because let's make this clear. They talk about it, but they have no plan to replace it. So they've been used the courts, they've used the legislation, everything to get rid of the ACA, and they haven't been able to. So they figure they'll just outprice everyone and let it die on the vine. They'll just choke it off. What Democrats are understanding is that 23 million Americans use that. And 23 million Americans don't want their health care to be as much as a mortgage payment a month. But Republicans don't care because they want to kill the ACA. They want to do, and I saw another one of those stupid fucking debates on CNN. CNN is just a trash heap. They keep doing this either side to please their master, Lord and Master Trump. And they had a congressperson just sitting there going, well, this is proof that government doesn't work because we have a shutdown. Again, Republicans break government in order to prove that government doesn't work. It doesn't work because you guys broke it. It doesn't work because you guys go all your way not to govern but to crash everything. All right? And now you're losing the narrative because things aren't, you kept saying we're going to change everything and make everything affordable. We're going to show you what it is to have a small government. But all we have is a government that doesn't work, shut down, people worried about their next meals, the economy coming apart at the seams. Yeah, it is happening, people, behind that. And a president who doesn't care, who only cares, you know what his number one thing is right now? They're building a new stadium to replace RFK Stadium in D.C. for the Commanders. Trump wants that stadium named after him. Why? How do they name stadiums? By sponsors. Okay, sponsors get their stadiums named after them. Okay, why do they call the stadium in San Francisco Levi Stadium? Levi Strauss. SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles for the Rams and the Chargers because SoFi sponsors it. Trump wants the Commanders to name it after him. That's his importance to him. That's what they care about. All right. This is what he does. He lives in a fantasy world. He's been told that everything's fine and he's concentrating on this stuff, but also he knows he can hear the pressure from the people. And he doesn't understand why the Democrats aren't doing his bidding. They ain't doing your bidding, dude, because they know it's a losing battle. They don't trust you. They don't trust Republicans. And right now, with Chuck Schumer and the Democrats putting that offer on the table, saying this is what we'll vote for, they force Republicans to say, fuck the American people, fuck their SNAP, fuck their health care. We want what we want. How are you going to sell that, guys? You can't. All right. So here we are again, day 39, 50, whatever of the shutdown. Probably will go into next year. And people are going to suffer. But if there's any good thing about it, is that those who supported Trump are the ones who are going to suffer the most. And you're finding out when you buy into a con and they run out of money to pay the top of the pyramid scheme, you're the ones holding the bag.